Hey, what's your secret?
I'll tell you my secret. I used the Punisher gel. This gel will keep your hair shiny, strong, and gelled down. No more tangled hair whenever you're delivering justice.
The Punisher gel.
Not even a bomb can blow your hair away.
The Punisher gel.
My hair maintained its shape ever since I started using the Punisher gel. It's been 4 years. I get stabbed whenever I wash my hair.
The Punisher gel. Punish with style.
Not an actual gel commercial. Do not visit your local pharmacy to ask for this product. Franchise also not for sale.
Hello and welcome back to the third episode of the Mezco figure series on the KenOhwee Channel. Today we'll be talking about the man with the everlasting vengeance against injustice, and it is the 112 collective Punisher action figure from Mezco Toyz. And this figure is apparently so popular that there are so many knockoff of this guy on eBay. So without further ado, starting with the box, the usual big Punisher logo at the front, keeping it clean and true to the theme, just black and white around the box. The name in the series line at the top, more logos on the side, and at the back to simplicity. No words needed to explain the fact that he's got badass guns and faces that'll make you wet your bed. And taking off the sleeve to reveal a sneak peek of, I must be drunk because I'm seeing doubles. Don't drink and review toys, people. Open sesame, and there's Frankie, and that's the face you get whenever you call him Frankie. So without further ado, let's open Mr. Castle up. Taking a closer look at this figure, my god, look at this Punisher. Beautifully sculpted once again, Mezco. That face, all scarred up instead of a clean look, which is how Punisher's face should be, yet his hair remained extra gelled.
The Punisher gel.
Going down to his massive Punisher armor, which looks awesome, but unfortunately it poses a hassle for when you want to make this figure crunch. More on that in the articulation portion. The sculpt on his pouch and the paint. A little bit of copper paint to indicate some weathering on the material instead of being just black. And the shoelaces all sculpted meticulously and painted as well. Concerned about his muscularity? Don't worry, it's all evident thanks to the material, which rests nicely to the shape of his body, revealing the bulk of his muscles despite not being skin tight. The cloth they used are much softer for this figure compared to the Batman or Deadpool, so it allows for more range of movement, and it's a different material on the suit and pants. The body has like a sweaterish cotton fabric, but not too puffy. It just shapes nicely with his physique, to the point that the bulging forearm isn't as visible. It's still there if you push the fabric inwards, but thanks to the material it helped conceal that flaw. Then going down to his pants is a shinier, more like nylon kind of fabric, which still has some stretch to it. There isn't anything I can fault about this figure apart from this minor fabric looking like it's beginning to wear out on the right forearm, but only time will tell whether it'll become worse. But apart from that, this is one badass looking Punisher. Moving along to his articulation, can Frank Castle do the boogie? Head is on a ball joint, so twist up and down. Pivot, no problem. Butterfly joint, which can move in and out and up and down. Thanks to his softer material, he can rotate his arm all the way upwards and backwards, outwards, bicep swivel, flex, wrist 360, and move up and down. As usual, I'm sure he has the mid and lower ab cut, but because of his Punisher armor, it limits his crunch, which goes about that far, and arch, which goes that far. Slight pivot and twisting mostly at the bottom. His legs can spread wide, kick up, kick back more than the rest, thigh swivel, knee flex, boot rotation, and feet moves up and down and pivots. So he can do a lot of poses nonetheless, but it's just a hassle whenever you're trying to make him use his ab muscles. Taking a closer look at the Punisher's accessories, and look at that. I love his accessories, they're mostly weapons. And I like to note that all the weapons magazine can be taken out, and they all come with extra magazine accessory in case you lose the first. And as usual, they included the Mezco plastic wrap for you to store all your soon to be missing accessories. And the magazines have a little paint at the tip indicating that there is a bullet, which is so awesome of Mezco to go to that extent of detail. So let's talk about the weapons. So starting with his rifle, again wonderfully sculpted and painted, not just all black, there's some shades of silver. Next up is the submachine gun, same paint application and detail. Then we have his handgun, which again, same great detail and paint application, and the magazine for this handgun is much tighter than the Deadpool one, so I wish the Deadpool magazine had the same tightness, and the top of the gun can slide backwards to indicate that it's been shot. My god, the illusion. And lastly, the epic grenade launcher, and they provided you with 6 grenade ammos which you can put inside of the gun, simply twist it to the side and load it up. And once again, another wonderfully sculpted and painted weapon. The handle at the back can also move upwards if you want to store it. And if all of that isn't enough for you, they also provided you with the shots fired effect, which you can peg it into the tip of the rifle, submachine gun, or the pistol to complete the look. And also they provide you with a knife, and even Dundee agrees.
That's a knife.
And you can store it at the back of the Punisher's belt, but unfortunately there's nothing on him to store his other weapons. As for the hands, he comes with fisted hands, a pair of trigger hands to hold his weapons, and funny enough for my package, another trigger hand, which I believe is an error. Yep, I'm supposed to have this open hand to hold the guns apparently. This is extremely disappointing. On the bright side, I can at least stretch out this extra hand, and I'd rather have extra trigger hand just in case. So moving along, you have an open grip hands to claw someone's face.
The tiger that start like a tiger.
And also a palm attack hand for, you know, palm attacks. And moving on to his interchangeable hits, he comes equipped with the ever so cool look, then his shouting face. Just look at that face. Now that's the kind of face that will even make it whimper.
Hiya, Georgie.
The name's Frank, you child-eating pedophile. Time for your punishment. Help me, Georgie.
And lastly, his rocky face, and they really sculpted all his hits in great detail. The rocky face has that swollen eye and a bit of shading to indicate bruising, which is fantastic. Also not forgetting his Punisher stand. Despite that minor setback, it still doesn't take away the fact that he comes with a ton of amazing accessories, and all that helped me overlook that error. And here he is standing next to other targets. So, in summary, despite the small error that I mentioned, which hopefully doesn't happen to anyone else, it doesn't take away the fact that this is still one amazing Punisher action figure. He looks so badass. He has plenty of articulation, although I wish he had more ab movement. But best of all, and once again this is a department Mezco has been excelling, is the accessories. Plenty of awesome weapons with lots of playability and plenty of awesome hands and heads to interchange with. Overall, I'm really happy to be having this figure in my collection, and I'm excited for my next Mezco figure, which I hope will be soon. As mentioned earlier, I'm currently working on comparing this with the fake Mezco figure, but it'll take some time, and I got other reviews that I want to do, so I hope you guys will stay tuned for that, and I hope you guys still enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, which will help me a lot and I truly appreciate it. If you're new, welcome to my channel, and don't forget to subscribe for more content about action figures, toys, and more. Share with me your thoughts about this figure or this video in the comment section down below, and as always, thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you guys are embracing your inner Punisher. Wait, Punisher is always on a vengeance, right? You know what? Don't embrace that. Anyway, stay awesome, stay geeky, and I'll see you guys at the next video.